have to have some kind of reaction for something that goes down, and your reaction options are kind of through the roof. It's not like they take here, we take here. Like we can actually take multiple areas, or we can fight them as well. So there's like 3 reactional options. Great map. Okay, Lev on defense, T1 on attack, and we went for a fast split B, and Lev went for a free passes, like fight over towards short. Bro, look at the HPs.
See if they're going to be able to try to recover this round. It's already deep flank coming through. King getting himself pushed all the way out of shop, ready to try to intercept it. Oh, catching one over at Beach. Side player going to be taken down.
Love that he doesn't overextend here.
Adjustment towards mid here for T1 with King's position.
Yeah, and this whole time there's been a bit of a gap over towards this area, so everyone's super scared of someone being in the tube.
They should be able to get the space to get the plant down, but after that, like you mentioned, health bars are in the gutter, so it's going to be
it just has to be Carpe. Carpe just has to win this one somehow.
Versus those ghosts and that sheriff of Aspas.
At the very least, we'll be able to get the plant through, get that extra little bit of cash as well as an ult charge here for Carpe. But Rossi with a nice little peek out into mid is able to get a one-tap onto Mazzino.
It's a good reposition from him as well. They're super scared of everywhere like around this area, so they got to go slow.
Unbelievably huge that he gets that kill there.
Yeah, now he has a pretty good crossfire with his teammate.
Carpe, the only one at full HP.
Back to there. And Harbor clears all of this, so Harbor should go open the door. They got all of the crossfires.
At the ready, darts flying, ships in the night crossing, but Field not going to be coming through. Carpe just trying to stay tucked, trying to stay safe. King able to find Rossi. Carpe with a headshot, claiming one, cannot get the other. Now it's X-Curate here, looking for this backstab opportunity, flanking his way back.
I mean, he took a long time to get here. They did just come from here.
On the flank, the push up, Com spotting him, taking him down. It's going to be at 3K here. For the side of Com is the defuse, just enough time to be able to get that one through. Lev will take the pistol.
This was kind of close. I think he had to go door and open the door.
So weak that they had to go for big shots.
Because then he's just there a lot earlier, but I guess if
goes for the long wrap.
Yeah, maybe it's a little bit too hindsight, but
the rotations through defender spawn, but just a good play here for Lev, kind of reading the position of T1 well, throwing their utility into the mix, making it tough to get a real good
VNT Doran, thank you so much with the prime. Thank you. Okay, let's make sure we keep on track of the pistols.
Start doing some serious damage, but I'll be really curious now on this next pistol. It's like a bigger stack in, and Aspas might have an opportunity.
Side with a sheriff dashes over to the side with a second shot. He is able to take him down.
Respect the attempt dashing forward.
Trying to enter over here on
through the smoke as well. Relatively clean. So they're allowed a death. Gonna keep an eye on Mazzino. Needs to run over there. Needs to pick up this gun. Mazzino can go a bit aggro. Aspas needs to wait for he kills. Okay, now he can go. Great flash. Really nice flash. And picks up the gun. Yeah, there we go. That is pretty much good as you can get one of the anti-ecos. Now get a full gun rounds. And the bonus is looking crispy. We've got 3 Bulldogs, 1 Spectre, 1 Outlaw. Everyone's got heavy armor. We've got 1 person without. This is the thing, right? Carpe is 1 away from his orb, so everyone right now talking about the A orb control. Yep, Level like, well, let's go aggro, let's stop them from getting this orb. We don't want to actually give them this ult.
Just kind of a nice shutdown by Libya.
So they smoke, they wait for a flash, and then they're going to have your own KO flash into A main. So KO flash goes main, and they clear A with a recon behind as well. So this was a nice idea. T1, maybe knowing they were going to do something like this, pushed top mid, but haven't taken too much base. And King has pushed all the way through A and up G. They got a heavy rotate here. We got 3 people on site. Ooh, that was nicely timed from T1. Dude, Tex so far this event, I know he's only played 1 best of 3, but he was incredible.
In this third round of the half, quick little pop out from Aspas, still has that outlaw in hand. Rossi ready to challenge. Looks like maybe even the snake bite committed up towards Nest to try to zone him back.
Haven't been able to get the plant down comfortably. Tex again, so tricky to deal with on this B site. He's so cagey, so smart in how he plays.
Carpe now in a very dangerous position. Aspas
kind of felt like T1 got out-called here, I'm not gonna lie.
Over here towards main, getting ready to come through. There's a push out, and Carpe not gonna be good for either kill. Push up the corner, Rossi wary about every single angle, but they will just
nicely done, and they managed to get 3 upgrades. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. And yeah, overall macro on this round, I just feel like Lev completely outplayed them. Simple call, you want to deny them getting the orb, but then once they did that, we had a recon behind. Recon didn't get shots, so they took the free space, and then they just had 3 people over towards B. T1 were a little bit too slow to react.
Just he's so difficult to dislodge. Saw it time and time again.
Yeah, I felt like that was a cooling diff, to be honest.
Serious damage, hiding behind the pillar, waiting for the perfect moments to strike.
Mimi was highlighting it on the desk. I mean, Aspas, known quantity, putting up incredible figures in that previous series, but Tex was the one right there with him.
Okay, chance for Aspas to farm up.
Right now. Everybody on
We got everyone that can get one shot.
Firing too, then
yeah.
That's a
we
tough
go.
go for any team in this tournament. He's gonna pop out there. Aspas waiting.
Oh, okay, they get the spot on him. Can't find the kill. Cloudburst, maybe for a second he wanted to fake the exit, but does decide to commit it. Swings in, and he'll just take down Execute all the same.
Yeah, when the range just goes back and takes it, respect.
Sion out looking to create similar scenes over here on a push up through the double doors, looking for target, but that tailwind is going to be expiring here.
You're banned from the main Valorant channel, bro. What did you say? You gotta be careful, man. Unplug your keyboard or something.
Masino takes him down. Maintaining that man advantage here for LEV.
Still continuing this advance. Toxic screen gonna go up. Try to give them at least enough space to get the plant. The recon dart goes through, and they're just going to get 2 off those shares.
The timing is absolutely fantastic. Calm going to be taken
Big
down.
Joe.
Rossi moves forward, strikes, is able to find Masino. King now arriving,
Wow,
snapping with a headshot
what an
there onto the
absolute
aura.
shot, by the way.
Keeps it at a 2v2. Weapons not really
His
recovering.
decision making to
Carpet
insta
laid on
W
this
key
plant.
forward
King
is
about to get out on
bad.
top of this Sova, and I don't think he's going to be ready for
Whoa,
it. Somehow he
Carpe
is.
is actually kind of
Draws
ready
up the
for it.
classic. Well, what a round this would be for T1.
Yeah, what a round this
to get
would be.
themselves on the board. Tex though.
Thing is, Rossi got
cleared, has the
insta
camera
cleared when he was
reset up.
shown over towards doors, so
Cage set, tap on that spike. Carpe wrapping around the back.
yeah,
side and
they're
easy
really
enough
on
kill.
top of the fact that they main right
Rossi.
now.
Noting him. Can he play this time perfectly?
Does a snake
Knows
bite.
that he's not on it. What's the jiggle there? Oh no, the snake bite.
Oh no, Rossi. Rossi, no.
Tex will get the headshot. Red Bull clutch.
No.
Move up 4-0.
And even when it looks like T1 might be able to get a thrifty win, kind of change the
Ah,
destiny
man.
of
You
their
hate to
team
see
in this
it.
first half. A little bit of a mistake there from Rossi, and then couldn't settle himself down to find the shots with the Sheriff. I mean, Tex again.
X again, beast,
so
but
calm under pressure here. I clipped the
boss.
box. Yeah, that happens. And that just makes it easy there. Tex expecting the repeat.
Right off the corner. Right off the corner, and that's a problem. Only 1 bite now. You don't get that second opportunity. Speaking of ops, though. Aspas.
That's so good.
Shock darts forward here onto the site to try to clear out some of these trap wires. As Izu leads the way, but what a shot! Aspas ready for the entry. Picks Saya apart. Call coming through here with the Hunter's Fury. Dragged out of the dimensional drift. Izu will be able to find the
Still
kill
though,
there.
I tell you what, if you're Lev at the moment,
Now it's
2
3v3.
ults get used, and you still manage to bring it to a 3-on-3. You have them locked in, no map control here. Like Lev actually are in control of this round, mostly because of King's position and the fact no one's in this area.
As the Viper's pit too, if he can find 1 pick.
Working his way around the back. 0 point, just to check close. No one is in that position. King now starting to work his way forward.
Does
Rossi,
King check it?
Turned away from main. Does manage to
Whoa,
find a
he
kill.
got killed
Looks to
before he
reset him.
checked it.
It's a little bit of damage there onto King. Carpe able to find comp. Snake bite goes into the back. King with the tap on the spike. Finds a headshot.
No
Looks
way.
for a second and he's got it. A
He's
three-piece
actually
from
got
the
it as
IGL.
well.
King keeps
Yeah,
him
he was the
firmly
big
in
player.
driver's seat.
And we've been seeing it early
When you're T1, and it's a little bit hard because it's a 3-on-3. You see this space here, like you kind of have to have someone in this area in the after plant, like the big win condition. Especially that shot is incredible. Especially after you do this plant.
Little bit off there initially, but that's okay. Got it done in the end. Snakebite to force him out. Knew the angle they were going to be going to, and he's like a little finger wag there, and an early advantage for Leviathan. They're up 5-0.
2 times 1v2s as well.
Fans in the audience
So yeah, they're after plant over towards B.
That's gonna be the
Especially
timeout call
so
coming
they're doing the
through.
right thing, right? There's a
5-0
wall.
lead for
There's a
LEV.
wall, and they're planting here, right? They're planting this
T1
side,
start on the attack.
and then there's the
That
box
makes it
here.
even
So
more
they can
devastating.
literally sit over towards A
usually where
main.
T1's doing their
Sorry, B
damage,
main.
but
They can just play the after
you haven't
plant.
been able to find much value out
If
of
they
the-
don't
out of the
high
Euro stuff, except
prioritize
for the
over
round where you're
towards
able
B
to,
main, they're so
string
wrecked.
together the
Like so
Hunter's Fury with
wrecked.
the dimensional draft.
Gotta make sure
Otherwise, I
they
haven't seen much impact
heavy
from the Euro utility.
prioritize
I
it.
haven't really seen many flashes connecting. The fake outs haven't been really that impressive in terms of, you know, buying a little bit of extra space or something like that. The gate crashes, just kind of, he's used a few fakes here and there, but not really finding much value.
We'll keep an eye on it.
Out of that
But basically,
utility,
it's
and that's a
literally
concern
after
for
plant.
T1 because
Is
he
anyone
was,
in this area?
statistically speaking,
We're going to
their
be
weakest
focusing on
player
if they get over
in their
towards
previous
B again.
matchup against G2. So, gotta look to him to start turning it around. I mean, this is a guy that a lot of people very high on in Pacific is Izu, and he needs to start showing up if T1 can get this done. But God, I mean, King is 10-3 right now.
Yeah, Kevin King is
absolutely monstrous start
doing
to this
good.
map.
And Lev know it's a big buy round, and they get the all out instantly.
Biting a
We hear
dart
the drones. You would imagine he uses a molly.
from the side of T1 to try to get a catch up in front. Doesn't get the ping though here off that drone. King still playing elusively.
Look at him, man. He's doing great.
Staying tucked back. Just gets dazed up there for a brief little moment. Flash out. Calm gonna be blinded up. Does end up falling, but Mazzino answering back in kind, able to find Izu, but cannot
That
get
might have been the duel. Let's see. Big 2-on-2 again. Can T1 actually win one of these clutches?
As the pings come through off that neural depth, they have to play this out very
Viper
cautiously.
ult kind of gives them a lot of space.
Reveals in. Tex just
Yeah,
drifting
Tex has done
around
good
here,
to clear all of this.
trying to get the pinch. As Ospas works his way around the back, the headshot
Yeah, and then
through.
Tex just
Looks
gets
for
the
the
kill.
follow-up,
Relax
and there's
yourself.
the
Yeah,
strike from
nicely
Tex.
done. 2 times 1v2s, and we got a 1 times 2v2. They are winning out clutches big time, and they're all on. And they're not all on the big buy rounds. Oh no, one of these was a Nico.
And not getting much out of it. It's a good start. This time around, we get to see a good push here from Saya
Aspas hit
and
another nice
Izu,
shot.
using that mobility advantage they have
Tex
to
was a
get
beast
past
here.
that Viper's pit
Like
early
decision making
and
on
make
point.
King's life uncomfortable.
Look to the ult, realizes
They
when
put
it
down a
goes
bit of
so
their own,
far
and
over
because of the
towards
neural
site,
set,
it's not a
they
good
decide to
ult that
abandon
goes over towards
it.
A main.
Plant down there in that
Just
neural
hogs
depth,
the
'cause
wall
they'll
the
see you
whole
go
time.
for it.
Just
Just take
literally
you out.
locks
So
them in.
they try to do
Make
something
sure
a
that
little bit tricky,
they
expecting
aren't
the flank
anywhere
game, but
over
just get
towards
taken right
here.
out by
They have to
Ospas.
be in this area, and
He's
Aspas
just
can
too
just
clean
hold
with
it.
the blades. Saya, speaking of blades, has some of his own. Try to make some miracles happen here, but right now T1 is getting outclassed in every regard.
Shock dart to try to clear one of the trips, but been wisely split apart here by Tex. One to watch in Halls. They're on that left side main approach. Saya now creeping forward. Mazzino going to be the first contact point here for him, and he gets the early spot on the Saya. Catching the elbow, easy.
Things
Easy
a little
looking
bit
for a
crazy
headshot
there, trying
on
to
the King.
disrespect that, but
Putting that Viper down, but now he is alone here on the side. Creeping his way through center pyramid. Calm now spotting him. Izu still does manage to
that
knock Mazzino,
is
but Calm should be able to
pretty
rotate over
devastating
and
timing.
bring him back into the fold.
Yeah,
He can
and
get
they
his
know
way
that he
across
wants to
here, and it
cross
looks
for
like
this, but
he's
he
not gonna
knows
be
that someone's going to try and get him, and
at
as he's
all
trying to
in
cross.
that endeavor. Execute, gonna go pushing forward, trying to get the catch here. Does interrupt it.
Yeah.
Does put Calm down. Now the bleed out. Mazzino dead on the floor. A 2v2.
Another 2v2.
But it's Tex and Ospas both still alive. One recovered Vandal here for the side of Extra. He hears that weapon pickup, gets a headshot on the Tex. Ospas's location revealed. Has to go for the reload. Now he's just fishing around that wall, trying to see what he can spot. Gets a glimpse of Extra. Knows how low he is. Wants to try to find the finisher. Can't quite make it happen. 6 bullets remaining in the clip. Wants to reload this once again. Knows that it's going to make noise. Knows that they're going to be able to note this one. And right now, the movement from the side of T1
Yeah,
is looking
nicely
good.
done.
There'll be a MasterCard thrifty
Done
for
from
T1
T1.
to finally get themselves on the board here in round number 7.
Try to find
just
a kill a
few
little bit
timing
faster than
mistakes
this.
here for Leviathan. Probably cost him this round. You know, Calm there, thinking that he has time to use his utility to try to back up his teammate. Actually ends up allowing Izu to slip between the pyramids and get that kill.
Yeah, he really tunnel
Onto
visioned on
Mazzino.
the res a little bit too
And
much.
then they're able to just kind
And
of
then
play
his mate
around
wasn't
the
in a
rosy on
position to actually be
Ospas.
able to help him.
Tremendous cosplay. And then a good use there of the toxic screen at the end to obscure their movement and their presence by T1. So having Rossi alive, very valuable. Op in the hands for both of our Jets. So it could be a really interesting one.
Second
Another
Yori
dimensional
ult
drift
as
for
well.
Izu, though, so
They
starting to
finally
find
have
some
a
net impact,
round.
starting to get those ults rolling. See if they can convert again.
Get the attack
off the
up
back of
out.
that thrifty.
Isn't just a dry swing though, right? You would flash for him.
Along this. Bite going to be used. I'm just sending that out, but no one getting caught. Orb's going to be grabbed here by Carpe as the drone will lead the charge.
Bucks as well. Drone goes out.
Enough to be able to spot out Ospa. So yeah, he goes unscouted. Fire player has crept across the opposite side, but now Carpe going to be taken down.
Lovely from Aspas. Dashes across as well, gets the info. Very good with this kind of stuff. Like he plays to stay alive all the time. Like maybe a little bit too much, but this situation is like something that is very impressive. Right, just dashing over, spots over towards here. Doesn't want to get traded, just taking the first kill, no trade.
Of the members of LEV, but they're stuck at arches.
Yeah, they're just going to be playing sad back here.
LEV, every time they play against a Yoru, they pretty much just leave the B site for retake. And last time it worked out really well, and we said we're going to look over towards the B after plant. Do they have someone in this area? Yes, they do. So it's definitely something they talked about in the timeout. With Saya playing over towards here, does it make the difference? 3v4, well, 3v5, but they have the most important position.
King continues to lurk forward. He pushes out into main. Carpe does have a deep line of sight, but he has to hit that shot. He has to get that kill. Push coming in. He's able to line it up, and Ozpot's finding Izu, softening up the sight. Side player able to find a second. Goes for the re-peek once again, as Rossi tries to hold firmly here. Now this half wall. Push coming through. He does get Ozpot before getting taken down, but Saya still.
Oh, he flicked off him.
To try to get through. Mazzino held out a little bit wider. He's able to take out the diffuser.
Yeah, it did enough though. See what I'm saying about this position? Even in a man disadvantage, even with a couple of missed shots, it is the pause that you have to have in the afterplant. 3v5, technically 2v5 at its peak, but
T1 sees the op, they're like, nope, forget that. We're not gonna try it. We can probably get over towards B. Maybe Tex is there. He usually is. But that cam position where it was lets you know that he's probably playing pretty far off site. Because normally he'd have the cam insight so he can work off of that.
Yeah, a couple of good plays. First of all, shout out to the coach for realizing that over towards B, they got to prioritize over towards here. Shout out to Saya for obviously hitting the shots, but shout out to Rossi. I mean, he whiffed a lot, but he delayed. That was the main thing. They won from time, and he delayed so much time.
Doing some serious work now, and Eco is king, and oh, they're all just getting mowed down.
Whoa, the hell is that shot?
Tries to dash his way out, but Carpe does manage to find
that the double.
What is that? Gonna have
to
see this one
way.
back, the neural depth is going to be invested. He goes pushing forward. Saya wanting to try and defend, stop him from getting these weapons in hand, but Tex continuing to live up to the name with that sheriff. Dash at the ready. Saya suspicious of it, finds that kill.
Kind of knows that he had to use his ult, so he had to go a little bit close to the bodies.
Calm should be able to recover this. Yep, Vandal going to be picked up at Saya. Just playing up the timing here, and Calm, he doesn't hear the plant come through. He's going to play this out patiently, wait for a little bit more confirmation, but no!
Respect, man. That is just an absolute beast. Okay, they're finally winning some clutches as well. They won their own 2v2, they won their own 1v2.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, kind of a 2v5 as well in the other one, or 1v2 you could call it. So
for a thrifty of their own.
Finally getting back with
this shot from Tex. Oh, they just walk into it. Oh, no. Xcure had just scooted in behind Carpe there. And he was just holding the angle. And that almost turned that round around. So now, Leviathan's turn to take a timeout.
This point com is too readable. Yeah, it is one of those things. It's just like, well,
all things considered,
Com is alive. He's gonna be wherever you came from. Wherever you spawned, that's likely where he is.
Near, victories to come through for the side of T1. Leviathan, they're looking for domination.
People are definitely caught on. The same thing is like Nats, and I think Nats has spoken about this before. Like when you play against Nats, you just know that he's lurking, so sometimes he has to be, like a lot smarter with it.
Okay. I figured it was something with that. I mean, if I could say anything, I'd just say, like, just be a little bit more firm in your, like, defense on the B site with Tex. That would be the only thing that I thought cost him around, was just kind of giving up that site, making an over rotation towards A off the contact of the Owl drone.
Okay, T1, 3 in a row.
Other than that, I think they're
I've called a timeout.
Solid. I mean, probably
what actual change do we get? Okay, literal switch of their default.
Be a little bit more careful with when you decide to switch to your util, but other than that, not too bad. You do have a Hunter's Fury and a Reckoning now for tier 1, but
X is now in charge of A.
Yeah.
Drone getting the spot. Com gonna be backing away, reckoning now to try to open up this B site. It's Combs to try to escort forward. Izu makes the gate crash here into the back, but does
a nice call from T1, but LEV have been okay to leave this. Looking over towards here, they've got no one in the high priority spot, but we've got someone that can easily get there.
Out wide in a very risky position, and he's instantly punished. He and X-Rip both going to be taking down Hunter's Fury. Coming across, Aspas trying to get in on top of this Sova. He's just not able to do so. Izu eventually does find the covering fire, but Tex swiftly answers back. Com online, takes out Carpe. Now it is all on Rossi. Finds the first.
Yeah, a bit too much. The guys on site had to do a bit more there.
Will end up working for them.
Still just don't like their after plants on B right now.
Teamwork here from Leviathan on this
Feels like sometimes it looks like when I watch T1, they've never played against a team that fully leaves B, and so they just stack too many on site, and then it looks like they don't know what to do when they don't get the kills. When they get over towards site, it doesn't look like they've gone through. You go here, you go here, or like what we used to do is just like 3 priority spots, and then just make sure that there's always 3 people here. In an ideal world, it's literally like this agent goes here, this agent goes here, but majority of the time you just be like, this is high priority, like this, and priority being here.
On those B hits, if T1 sets up deeper in their post plants, Aspas with the blades. Once again,
because T1 are going over towards site and they don't know what to do, and then they're just like stuck in this area.
Knives and Shorty. Classic setup. It's looking like a very aggressive push down halls. Just making plenty of noise. The ambiguity not going to be necessary here. They want to be a little bit more pacey on this one as King does get spotted. Messiah going to be taken down on the entry. Dead.
It's a nice site hit. Yeah, it wasn't too bad as a site hit though. The overall site hit was kind of nice.
The fourth, and now he's on for the ace. They know exactly where X-Curate is tucked away at. Do they try to
unlucky.
No.
I tell you what, his util was great as well. His nade literally stopped the timing of this.
It's Lev.
Yeah, but their whole setup is made for this one. Right, smoke over towards A main molly so they can't get through the door. Like the util is great right now. Lev for the fast rounds, they're massively on top of it.
Key factors in this match is that Jet v Jet battle, and certainly you expect Aspas to be the favorite.
Yeah, and these guys from A main needed to just send it.
We were talking about this before the match, Achilleos, that we needed to see Saya really step up today. We needed to see him have a big game, and so far he hasn't been able to find that next level to help T1 find success.
Needing that, kind of career-defining impact. But look at this push-up. Multiple players lurking forward here into the smoke. Izu able to answer back onto one, but Mazzino now going to be shut down.
No way. How many doubles are we going to see in this game?
Once again, just next to each other, taken down in the collat. This time, Aspas is up. Spike now on the floor.
And this was mad. They never like put down the smoke for Aspas. It was weird. Like normally if you're dueling with an op, like I can't even blame the two for not being ready for him, because like normally when you fight over towards here, you would drop the orb at 1 point so that the op has an angle, like mid-fight when these guys are over towards here. And they never dropped the orb, and he had to go like really deep for it.
Left in an odd man situation. Seen this way too many times this half for T1, where it's down to these two to try to clutch it out. Good updraft.
Been a hell of a flick.
I kind of sends it out. It's nice pathing from him.
This arrival to come through from Rossi. Tap onto the door, draw some attention. Com trying to hold that at bay. Tuck back around the opposite side of pillar here.
Oh, Saya hears this.
Not spotted out. Saya wary about it, drifting further, closer. It's going to be Com who's able to find that kill, and Tex
Davia shot.
Will deal with Rossi.
9? Yeah, that's way too many. On the defense side, yeah, that's way too many.
Especially against this T1 team and this T1 comp. This is a comp that's meant to brutalize you on the attacker side with this Yoru and Harbor. Trying to isolate fights, but X-Curate just never had opportunities to get much going, it felt like sometimes, because they were just getting torn apart in the beginning of rounds. And they can't use some of that util that's so important, Harbor util, to do what they want to do. And even when they had a little bit of extra time in the beginning of rounds, it was pretty well read.
Well, now that we're in the halftime, let's go ahead and catch up with King and one of our Omen players.
Taco Easy, thank you so much for the A mums. Thank you, thank you.
Hi, I'm King, current IGL.
Defense sided, nah. With tube open, it's just it should be attack sided. Oh man, it's a. I mean, it's heavy comp based. Heavy comp based, but with how the map is, it's just attack sided. So it's normally like a 7-5 with most comps, and then sometimes it can be like a 9-3, but on attack side, the opposite way around.
Like aggressive, but in such a coordinated way that it's not any team does that in Americas. I mean, honestly, Genji, I just felt they just play better.
Why is T1 not picking Lotus? Yeah, that was my question. Because I'm pretty confident from what I've seen from LEV they would win Lotus, but I think they're mentally out of it for their attack half, and they're struggling to call on the attack half. But their attack half's easy to fix. They just need to see burst more.
Push on a tube, he thinks not. The jiggle peek out, the knives now pulled. Ospas wanting to put a finish to this. They still have a lockdown, they have everything, and it's just gonna be a blind shot through the wall.
I mean, the most valuable thing I learned is that it doesn't matter to be the perfect IGL, or it doesn't matter to always do the perfect calls. It's most important as an IGL and make them excel at their
Why do
game.
teams have a map ban, like a perma ban? It happens all the time, just because there's like multiple reasons. Sometimes it's a caller doesn't like a map. Sometimes, like in this example, it can be a Sky Nuff comes in, you got 3 weeks. The easiest way to get like 7 maps in 3 weeks is to just get rid of a map. That you only have to focus on 6. It can be loads of different things. It can be players don't like stylistically work on a certain map. Maybe it's maybe we got like a Viper only, and it's then that.
I mean, Mizzino right now, the front runner.
Yeah,
maybe it's a duelist that feels better on Jet instead of Raze. Don't do a Raze map.
And Leviathan has come in sharp as heck today.
There's loads and loads of reasons really for it. But yeah, in an ideal world, 7 maps is the best thing, because you can just go, well, they're incredible at this map, gotta get rid of it. And I think that's something that maybe the problem is it comes with time. But that is something that I think, especially now when I watch so many regions, I do feel like I can see they're playing across the thing. I feel like I can see the teams like looking at all of their practices and stuff, and sometimes they think, or at least in my opinion, I think that people think they're better on certain maps than they are, and I think they're worse on certain maps when they're actually better. That's how I look at it. But when you're on the inside trying to look out, it's very hard to get that kind of point of view.
Very necessary one.
No doubt. And they're investing into the guns. 4 Ghosts and a Sheriff. And some util there for sure. You know, Excurate. A little bit of his.
Okay, double Sheriff.
Shock darts. Izu.
Comes to the pistols, we're at 1-0.
A lot to work with here. 4-2-1 on their defender side. You got 2 Ghosts, 2 Sheriffs, and a Classic. Com gonna go for the Owl Drone by. As the Sova. Try to get some info for them on this attacker side. This early high tide does make it a little bit tricky. You're worried about somebody trying to isolate a player or two on the inside of it. It also cuts off Hall. So it makes it pretty difficult to know how far.
Dude, there's no way that T1 can get this many rounds with this comp.
Some space and go for this execute.
Suppress out. Excurate playing right up here against the wall. There's a dash up, pushes it. He's able to find one before getting taken down. Still decent damage dealt as Ospas down to 49. Shock darts here, dump from Carpe, not finding the connection, but Izu's headshot will. Mizzino fallen. Tex now tapping the door, spotting one, but Izu able to find that. Looks for third.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Because, dude, chat, honestly, realistically, I think they can get a pistol. I think they can win bonus. And I still feel like 3 rounds shouldn't be enough for their comp, but we'll see.
Everybody in good positions. Izu turns.
It has some legs. Yeah, I don't think it does have legs, but we'll see. I'm in for being proven wrong here. Dreddy, of course, bro. Don't you worry, man. It's a good question.
It was an aggro push.
Yeah, it was a bit aggro, but you know what? He got a kill out of it. He got the trade. Gave his team.
I think the Viper nuffs were enough.
Players were there, so kind of using himself
no.
as that human owl drone.
I wanted to kill the agent fully, and
for that early pick, but nobody
didn't really kill the agent.
now.
It's good though. It was a good enough.
So
it was a good enough.
opting to grab an orb.
Now I won't see it maybe forced onto maps like Ascent.
Just looking for
But on these
openings.
maps,
The
it makes a lot of sense.
The only weaponry buy to speak of for the side of Leviathan.
Ooh. Well, re-swing out here from Saya. Trying to find that kill. It's going to be Izu over at elbow. Getting some value here for him as Tex. Oh, just swaps over to the Sheriff, draws it down, finds the kill. Now that's going to be a recovered Bulldog.
Uh-oh.
Cam set up. Ooh, the tuck away. Saya eluding, being spotted.
Thank God he hit that shot. Imagine it.
That's huge.
Up for the previous blunders.
That's massive. That's 2 guns down in that hall that nobody can pick up now for Leviathan safely or comfortably. From their perspective, they have no idea. If somebody's been pushing that angle, information is gone on that side of the map.
0 point across. For the moment, it is just executing here.
A is pretty weak right now.
Halls, making noise, tapping the door.
Execute has to get one.
Nearby. Try to go for the peek.
He has no idea that he's been fully timed.
Nice shot. Able to catch King there, jumping across. Mazzino swinging out, but unable to find the punish. Shock Dart just going to go flying through. Ends up missing Execute as Carpe. Wanted to try to pressure him out, but it's going to be Execute collecting that kill. Collecting
Got relatively fortunate with how it went down though.
5 rounds now here for T1. Most of the weapons.
Right, the bonus is really good.
Yeah, I
bonus
like this
is
from
4
T1.
rifles.
I like the discipline in their peak timing.
See what the Marshall buys
really,
if the Marshall
really smart about
sticks.
it. I mean, Saya can afford to get a little bit aggressive out in the open there with that Marshall, but you know, you get the first kill onto Aspas. Sure, you drop over that Sheriff and Tex gets a kill, but immediately Saya's over there to shut that down. Keep those 2 guns out of the hands.
Yeah, I kind of want him to win a bonus just to see if they could actually win it with his comp on defense.
Seeing 2 players there, that's huge.
I imagine on prac
Something that sometimes, you know, a player of
imagine on
Execute's
prac they don't average that many rounds.
Throw his life away there. They also did a good job trading in Hall, so that's the T1 that needs to come through here on this defender side. An opportunity now for a big bonus conversion and really potentially set this map in their favor.
I tucked away, but there's that drone out. He's in a bad spot and he has to back away.
Yeah, but he can't get out of there now. Do they want to try punish that? I like this from T1. Once we take a bit of contact over towards middle, we saw some numbers. Double push over towards Juke. Execute is heavy committed with a harbor, but again, it's a bonus round, so why not? And okay, damn, we got double, and Izu hit the shot. Oh god, we might actually get that. Might actually get the bonus.
And this is a gorgeous round thus far here for T1. Still more work to be done as Mazzino goes pushing into the back. Izu gonna get
okay, but he did enough over towards Saint.
Falling, but it's a man advantage, and Carpe instantly striking with a head jump at King. Snappy with
do they know?
Whoa! And he nearly.
I was gonna say, do they know double? That was some lovely shots from him. Okay, they do win the bonus. Let's find out. You get the best possible start.
And that's something the teams will do from time to time, and it just got pinged out on the map by Leviathan to make sure that they're going to be aware of that from now on. Not going to get another opportunity, but what a time.
Can't believe Execute gets a double there. This was a great shot, man.
As well. And all of a sudden, we've got a map on our hands. Opportunity there for King, and he was so close. But
yeah, he hit some absolute shots.
So much value. Saya able to go for the outlaw here. Another aggressive push on the mid, and Tex is just dead.
Well,
great read here from the T1.
They Yoru flashed from door off the box and then just double swung.
Out there at mid pyramid. Last spot's going to be held at bay for now, but no, swings into the backside. Izu going to.
And in terms of the actual LEV buy, just a couple of stingers.
Hold up. It's very much getting out of hand here for T1. That shot from Saya
that was
going
a big shot, man. No armor on that.
Possibly. Very necessary opener. Reckoning is available, but do you commit it here?
Yes.
Looks like the answer is, in fact, going to be yes, but Aspas, he's not within it.
Well, that one backfired. Heavy. We got 1, 2.
Again, feels like maybe the
5th or
6 that we've had in this map so far. Been a lot of them. This time, it's from Lev's camp. They get themselves up to 10.
These teams really know the value of a dollar, Achilleos.
That they do.
They,
I mean, it's just crazy. Like, even though there's Tex just kind of trying to lurk his way through mid, it's just a fast hit.
Yeah, and they put the ult into it.
Using their smokes and using those pyramids to obscure their position, getting value out of those stingers.
Yeah, that's a big.
See the look on Data's face. Assistant coach for T1. You know, now starting to feel
It's
the
a big,
pressure.
it's a big
Otto
loss,
has
that one. They
shaken
get
his head
extra
a bit.
guns. They got
Well,
the
maybe a B
up
hit.
all out of them.
Gonna be in the cards for Leviathan.
Couple of
0
missed
point check
shots.
corner. Izu right on the back of this pillar.
Full push up here onto the B side. Izu staying tucked away. Excurate taking that first contact, but taken down.
This is
Mazino
interesting,
able to
but he
find
got
that kill.
hit
Now
by-
Izu looks like a bad spot, and
yeah.
Aspas has read this beautifully. The limb coming through for the rest of T1. What do you try to do? Well, for one, it's going to be Saya.
No good off the
G4
pump
entering
positions,
for the
but
team.
it's we got
Is that
no one
Aspas?
pressuring behind. They got a trip here, so they
One
should
man
feel
down with
okay.
Sid, but that shot, Mazino continuing.
Running away with it now.
Absolutely stellar for the
Those are the
squad.
big buy rounds. We got no
Leads
money
up
on top
3
of this.
and Lev
Everyone's
get to
sitting
11.
around
Well, I
2,000,
know I
like
credited
600,
T1 with
basically.
some good peak timings a couple rounds ago, but this was not it. Excurate again just kind of goes for a
Yeah,
big
that
swing
eco
out
just
on the back of the pillar
wrecked
for some
them
information
fully.
and find himself facing 2 or 3 different Leviathan players, and they make quick work
Lost
of
their
it.
momentum,
Izu
yeah,
tries to
very
swing.
much.
Aspas dispatches him without even blinking an eye, and then Mazino swinging into
This
the back
is
of the site
this
and
right
just
here.
mowing people
This
down.
is
The coordination
this is
for Leviathan,
playoffs
something
in
that
stage
hurt
1
them
Mazino.
against Gen G, particularly on this map.
He was
Seems
massively
to be
missing in the
fixed,
first game.
seems to be much more
The first best of 3.
I heard Tex talking about it at the end of the replay there just 2 rounds ago, saying, I told you were going to fry this game, saying that. Believe over to Mazino, who is Brian. Man's cooking.
Yeah, he had that one bad
Now they
game
are
to start it off, and
Rossi
it's nice to
Neely
see him
getting
bounce
straight
back.
down here through this
Because
wall.
he's been
Just
one of
gonna
the
push
big
Tommy
reasons
by
that these
1
games
by
have
2.
been kind of
Just a
easy
little
for
bit
them.
more, trying to get the target
No
on the
way, he
cross
got that
and
extra
avoided.
kill. That was
This
actually
time,
sick.
T1 with a very fantastic pacey response. King last one standing will fall to side players.
Hey, shout out to Rossi there. That was nice. They decided to go for a force buy.
Losing that round, bank would have been broken once again.
Oh, just beautiful timing. This time from Rossi. Finds the perfect moment to walk through his own toxic screen on the back of that flash. Take out one, avoiding the
Yeah,
Hunter's
the flash
Fury.
was nice on
Gets
this.
the read that the angle is going to give him the opportunity to go for the shots. Takes advantage of that. Izu's covering him nicely. So that time around, that extra toxic screen, that extra layer of controller utility.
How did he get
for
away with that?
T1
I mean, the flash was
buys them
good.
the space they need to shut that hit down. Now, T1 going to dig in for another timeout.
Maybe shouldn't have been allowed to
Want
kill
to
the
see if
guy
they can
in window, but
get this ship turned around, string some rounds together, make a map of this. They're down
chat.
only by
He's
4
not,
right now,
but it's
so
not
just
too
a
bad
couple
what
in a
he's
row,
doing there,
bro.
really. Like, it's only if someone
Leviathan's
does
economy
go
down.
aggro like he
Win
did.
Probably 2 more.
Like, those
real good
situations,
chance
like,
of
now I know you guys are
this map
nitpicking
tied
about
up.
the common stuff. Because it's like,
We saw the
he's all in a
Sam
window.
Nichols, the run
He's got a
back
guy
from Gen
here
G
and
just
here.
yesterday on that
But
Lotus
he's
map. We're
here.
able to close it out.
Does he
No, but
really expect,
Snake
like,
was set.
this guy and this guy to die?
Watching Carpe's
He's
Watching Carpe
fine
games since
here.
2018.
Yeah, this all is so
I've been
fine.
doing it since 2016.
Oh, you're wow. All right,
That's
you're a
right.
Carpe hipster.
Yeah, I'm streets ahead on watching Carpe.
You're streets ahead.
Yeah, you guys are
nice.
going mad
Appreciate it.
hindsight. Literally has a guy here. Like, the only way for someone to kill him is to push through and kill 2 people.
Into a really dire situation.
I think he's going to invest the knives now. Just see if Aspas just going to save the money. I mean, he's so good with the knives. Might as well.
Right, timeout goes in. Money's
Izu
pretty
this
decent.
time
We can have a
not gonna
drop
be holding
as
B,
well
gonna be making a
if
push out into
Lev
mid.
lose this
It's
one.
a quiet push through elbow. Over the side of Leviathan, they're trying to crunch into mid almost. Mazino.
They should know that someone likes to go here, though, because it's Yoru. Yeah,
Tiny bit of
calm.
damage gonna be found there, but
Okay.
Aspas up over the
Oh,
wall.
lovely trade on
Getting
that.
punished by
That
Izu,
was a
but
real
King
fast trade.
fast enough to get the punch before that gate crash can come through, and now the neural theft gonna be invested.
Massive. You're gonna read
Yeah,
that
and they
they're
can
all
take a
towards
lot
the
of
back the
space
site.
here and
A
here
is
with that.
completely open, but immediately off that ping, Excure trying to swing in. He gets behind. Oh, but he gets kill.
And the trade is there.
Man,
King
Excret always
finding
gets one more
revenge
kill
for
than I
all
think
his
he's going
comrades,
to.
looking for Carpe, but
Damn, these
cannot
2
make it
over
happen.
towards A, that's really
Carpe
impressive,
standing
man.
tall, keeping
Excret
him
just
in with the
straight up
advantage
just
here in the round.
kind of just
Common
just
Tex
diff
now
this guy on A
pushing
main.
forward towards shop. The
They
drone
ran
might
back
be
from
able to
A
spot
with the
him,
ult
though.
going in and then instantly
Mark
went
onto
back,
one,
took a
shot
lot
dart at the
a
ready.
lot of space, knowing that with the info they would try and push over towards A. It was fast calling from him.
81. Recon still available here for Carpe. Can find a good timing. Saya
What a shot.
They'd already been taken so low, but Carpe able to find a second elimination. Tex now gone, calm on his lonesome in a 1v2. So he decides to play it out. Carpe just behind the box. Timing
Yeah, they
nearly
played that
spot.
nice. It was good molly as well.
Carpe will be able to clean it up and keep T1 in this.
Money's
Again,
still
fairly
okay.
costly. They don't have that much money
One might have to take a bit of hit.
to throw around here, but they will get themselves up to 8-round wins.
Yeah, this is a nice hold on this back pyramid. Carpe with the shock darts. And then at the end, that spit comes in and flushes out the final player there for Leviathan. Really nicely handled. Now Leviathan, they're saying, okay, we need a timeout too. Let's rethink this. Excurate, what a shot there. The jumping player at range with the Guardian. Carpe taking down Tex, and then Calm just smothered with utility that whole time. Next Curate, as always, trying to rally his troops. The IGL, as of about halfway through stage 1, for T1, very vocal. You know, he gets a lot of credit from his players and his coaches for being a great leader. Very vocal guy. Been around in esports for quite some time, and he is really trying to dig deep, get his team.
Is
back in
IGL
this.
you cannot focus on killing? Is that a fact or a myth?
Amazing.
I mean, it's you can focus on
Absolutely
killing, but you have a lot of
That's the wrong
things to
game
think
over there.
about, so that you can't full focus.
Aspas,
You got
always,
loads of stuff to think
big
about,
chilling.
basically.
every single
You're looking
time
at
is
the
a break.
minimap the whole
It's a little
time as
micro
well.
nap in.
Trying to work out what's
That's the key
going
to
on.
success.
What
That's
are
the
the
key to becoming
rotates?
a
How many
team like
ults
he
have we
is.
got? What's the right call? Are we one
Microdosing
away from
sleep,
this ult? Are they
30
one away from this ult? Can we do this? If we do this, what are they going to do back? You're constantly thinking.
man.
And then mid-round as well.
I feel that.
Like, because you can't see this, right? So say we're
You're
on
not able
LEV
to
at the
do
moment.
No, no.
You can't
loss.
see all of
You're-
this.
And it's done.
Yeah.
It's-
You pretty
it's-
much
it's
got to work
minimum.
out, like, if
Once
I
the nurse
do
gives you-
this,
gives you your
that mean
meds.
that people, like, where are these people?
We're out for a while.
Basically.
Minimum, my naps are like.
So yeah,
10
you got a lot
hours.
to think
Minimum.
about. Like
I
if
know,
we
I hate
do
when
this
you
and we
get
kill
cranky
this
and have
guy,
to
like
actually just, slip the pills into
they
the apple
pivot
pie.
over, etc. Just thinking about
Trick kid
everything.
consuming it.
But
I
yeah, you
don't
can't
know,
focus
I'm
on
not
kills
super
as much as
cranky
like a
usually.
duelist or someone that is just
Oh, it's when I
fully
wake up that
focused
I'm
on.
bad.
Where the hell is that recon
we
gone,
all
bro?
know
It's
that.
over here.
Well, this is that same high tide we saw very early on in this half. But this time around, Leviathan, again, wary that this is going to be some kind of push out. You'll see this a lot with T1 where they're trying to isolate fights with that Harbor utility, try to set you up for combo plays with the flashes and things like that. To try to get a couple early picks and then peace out around that corner at
If
8-8,
they
so
do
have
do
to
get
be
over towards the
really
site, they can
concerned
have the
about it.
Viper ult,
Cascade
and I
as
think
well.
they do the good Viper ult where
Continue.
they have a
Buy a lot of
segment
time
over
and a lot of
towards
information
here.
with
So
Izu over an
E1
elbow.
might need to fight a little
good
bit
idea
heavier over
now
towards
that this is gonna
site.
be A, and
Good
already
news
the
is,
rotations are
if they
coming
do
through.
want to leave, okay, there goes the combo that I was going to talk about.
Everything in the kitchen sink being thrown at Excurate as he tries to stay alive. Hunter's here from Carpet,
Damage.
final one. Excurate does
Ooh,
fall.
maybe
Aspas
had to
finds
get
that
one
kill
there.
now. Side player gonna continue down Tex. The lurk
Wow,
through
all four of
walls.
them.
Gorgeous. Finds a shot on the Rossi. Carpe dead, and now it is all on Izu in a 1v4.
Yeah, I think T1 messed up a little bit here. I think the ult is fine.
Map point.
Maybe
Great gate crash
Fang
sense.
could have been a
Maybe
little
try
bit
to
better.
exit, maybe
I think
push
when you have a
forward, try to
Yoru
see if he
ult
can
and a
get a pick or
Sova
two,
ult, you
then
can just
just
heavy
bounce
retake
out, but
one site,
it's not
especially over
given the
towards A.
opportunity
The
left.
kind of
We'll
angles
move
are
up to
really
12.
good.
Yeah, it's just
They did just lose all the
phenomenal
fights, so
work here
don't want to
of
be too hindsight
Leviathan
about it.
on this execute, isolating all these fights. You know, Excurate tries to tuck into the corner.
Yeah,
Carpe
Xred,
tries to
who's
get
normally
value
good for
out
one,
of the
took a
choke
big
point with the
risk to
Hunter's
peek
Fury,
through that. I don't know if there
but
was a
it's just
flash
able
that
to
I
find
missed.
these
but-
1v1s and win them. That's a big part of that. You know, that's what's going to happen.
Okay, 4
sometimes on this
chances for
map.
Lev
I
to
don't
finish this
really
one.
fault T1. I think they read that round pretty well. Just they got outgunned. That's all there is to it. And that's something that's tough about this Leviathan team is, especially with the way they're playing on this map. You know that Aspas is always going to be a threat. But when the rest of them start firing, forget it. Push up now by Tex. Going for some mid control. Izu just around the corner. Saya also watching mid, so if Tex pushes out too much further, he might pay the price. Izu as well, in risk of maybe getting caught off guard.
Another pop of the knives here. The shutdown on the Saya player. Every time he's used this ult has been significant. It's Izu. He's here around the corner. Shots
With
exchanged.
that we send over towards site. Xred actually has to get one.
Pulling back, tries to get the headshot. Eventually does manage to find his Saya.
What is this duel at spawn?
He
Oh my
takes
god,
down
Saya
Summer,
has
he
no
literally cannot
backup gun.
confirm
He's
that
just got a
kill.
classic
Now he's got to rotate out. The rest of the team's
shot.
trying to pull back.
And now
Out
there's
of
a gun
shot.
over
Messino
towards site or
Silver
A main
caught
that he
out.
can get.
In main, ends up getting taken
Look at
down.
them. They're all on a mission to make sure this guy
Far,
can get the
everybody
gun.
from T1
Ball
still
goes
alive. That
in.
weapon from Messino dropped.
Yeah, everyone's
Recoverable
here.
for
B
Saya
full
player.
retake
Clear
at the
things up,
moment,
never
and he
mind.
does
One
pick
right
up
in
the
front of
gun.
But because of the Cypher utility, you have a decent idea that there isn't a ton going over on the B side. No one's tried to push through in towards elbow. You can tell that between
30
the
seconds
trap
left.
wire and the cyber cam. So A little bit of comfort now.
Still a
in
rough
Viper's
round,
pit,
more
but that's
because
over
of
in mid,
King's
so
position.
doesn't look
Like they
they're
get a
gonna
free
opt into
sight, and
wanting to
if
use
King
that
tucks
round.
into this
Try
box,
to set up a
they
little bit of
don't
crossfire, see if
fully
they can maybe
check
catch
it.
a couple players trying to come through Link.
Oh,
I like
jump
this from Tex.
over
He's
the
going to bait
wire.
this one in.
Rossi manages to get past that one. As the push now coming through. King able to find one. Cannot get the second Saya. Going to be able to take
Here's
it
a good
down.
attempt by Tex to
X
try and
working
take
back
the
through
attention away
archway
from
over
King.
towards defender spawn for a quick little
It is
peek.
nice from
Gonna be spawned.
Com as well.
Missing the timing.
Not
Can he
the
get that
shots,
shot?
but
Yes, he does. There's a second
okay, he
one,
did
and he
great,
nails it.
man. It was
Dead.
good.
Rossi
They played this
stripped out.
3v5
Last
really,
one's
really
alive.
well.
Rossi drawing down, able to go ahead and finish the job, and now it is all on Tex, but the defuse is being held here within the cove, and as he pushes up, the
It
time
is
is already
still
dwindled.
a lovely attempt.
T1
Like 3v5, they made that one
narrowly scraped
doable.
by with a round win, keeping themselves alive here on Breeze.
Yeah, and for these teams, it's obviously so crucial to win those opening exchanges, to get those first kills. Even though T1 was really good against G2 in 4v5 situations, way better than average, winning 34% of their 4v5s.
One enemy remaining.
You know, for them, if they can get into those 5v4s.
Yeah, maybe Com had to carry on going.
chances of them
I don't know if the
winning these
call
rounds
of the
skyrockets.
cove was in. Like if the call that
coming down
Harbor
once
was
again,
alive
those
and the cove is
early
here, then
opening
Com
aim
has to kind of
battles,
stick
so
around.
crucial. Tons of ults for both teams. It's going to be the Viper's Pit popped here for T1 in a main.
Okay,
Xeno,
4
though,
chances
still
down
able
to
to grab that
3,
orb on the edge.
and we got
Tex is
dude,
already
at one
slid
point,
pretty
and it
far
might
up
be
into
this
halls.
round if they get an
Get some
orb.
information, trying to look for player coming through.
Actually, it's gonna be
check
next
past
round
the
because they just
top
picked up
side
A
gate.
orb. It's gonna have
Get
too
on
many
out.
orbs.
Bossing within it.
Yeah, mid control though. Being attempted here. Are they going to remember that Izu's hiding? Tex so clean.
Bro, this
Just
X is unreal,
Just
this
takes it
event.
down. What a headshot. Now
Yeah,
they're on
it's heavy frags,
all.
heavy impact.
Rossi gonna be between a rock and a hard place here in that
Working
pit,
well.
trying to
He
stay
plays all
tucked
of his
away.
situations
Hunter's
well.
Fury
Even
coming
the
through,
round
Bob,
before,
trying to
he was
push
like
him
good
out.
for the
He's
bait.
responded. The Hunter's Fury be damned. It's not needed. Counter pit now in play here from King. X-Crit tagged low. Tospas takes a little bit of damage, but turns his sights now back up here in
How
the
on
halls.
earth do you retake this?
Sat away,
Got the Yoru ult and Harbor ult, but
Reckoning and Dimensional Drift. You got good tools, but you've got bad numbers.
Decent tools, but it starts here. You need to be able to find this kill first and foremost. There's the stun. You know that somebody's in there. He's spamming for it. He's pinging it down.
yeah, that was
Eventually
nicely
able to
done.
find a headshot. Izu
You got another one in
trying
you?
to flush him out, just trying to identify these
That's kind of
ricochets.
sick though. They used it well. Like
So,
they used it to
more
try
work
and
to be
ping
done.
where he was, and the fact that you can
Shots
block him
flying.
into a stun.
Top
So it was like a
flash
kind
now.
of
Chases in,
a
is
bit
able
of a
to drop the
combo
pin,
with
but
those
Tex
two.
in from behind, able to take him down. Now it's all on
But
10 HP.
10
It
HP?
would be absolutely miraculous. Push in and Tex.
Hey,
He started
lovely.
off
Dude,
wrong.
Tex-
He will
Tex had a
finish as well
great-
the map.
Tex had a
13 to
great map.
9 left.
So did
Take
Mazzino,
down
honestly.
T1 on
Mazzino,
their
this
map.
was,
Pick up Breeze.
Yeah, just such
This-
an incredible
yeah, I
start
mean,
there
they were
for
just going
the
to him now.
attack.
Mazzino
Just
had
getting started, of
unreal.
course. This is an elimination
unreal,
match. We've got
impact.
Sunset, the last bastion of hope for T1 to hang on to this series.